Good evening to you. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Welcome to KUTV Prime Time News. Let's get the highlights.
Tege species.
Remember, we are also live on YouTube at KUTV News Kenya, and you can also send us your feedback on X at KUTV_Kenya at Anyango Sylvia KE. We begin. President William Ruto has urged Kenya Kwanza members of county assemblies (MCAs) to understand the political alliances manifesto so that they can explain it to Kenyans at the grassroots. Ruto, in his speech at State House Nairobi, noted that ethnic and tribal politics will not help in implementation of government projects.
In a meeting that brought together the Kenya Kwanza members of county assemblies (MCAs) at State House here in Nairobi, President William Ruto reiterated his government's commitment in delivering the promises made to Kenyans during his campaigns.
We are sticking to our plan, and it is because tunataka kubadilisha siasa ya Kenya. Pale nyuma it was fashionable kusema maneno ambayo you don't believe in. Ukishapata nafasi ya uongozi unaenda unasahau, alafu unarudi tena unakuja kusema mambo mengine. What we are going to do this time round, we are going to implement our manifesto to the letter.
And let me confirm to you, as the principal assistant to the president, tuliingia tukakuta wakati mgumu. I know raia wamekuwa a little bit impatient because of the economic challenges, but I want to confirm to you that the president has put in hard work for the last 1.5 years, and all the positive indicators munaona ya economic recovery, it is not just happening. It is pure hard work by the president na sisi tukimsaidia.
President Ruto noted that the government is implementing a host of programs aimed at transforming the lives of Kenyans, including the introduction of subsidized fertilizers, universal health care, the housing program, ICT hubs, special economic zones, and export of labor programs. This, according to Ruto, will increase food production, minimize post-harvest losses, and address the unemployment crisis in the country. He further urged the MCAs to help in mobilizing farmers in their respective wards for registration in order to benefit from the fertilizer program.
Wewe kama kiongozi wa mashinani, you have a duty kusumbuana na governor, kusumbuana na watu wa NCBB, kuhakikisha kwamba watu wako kwa ward yako wanapata mbolea. Lazima utusaidie kuhakikisha kwamba all your farmers are registered. Pale kwa ICT hub, mjumbe atajenga, serikali will bring internet, pia tutalete walimu wa kufundisha hiyo vijana na tutalete makompyuta. Wewe MCA ni kutafuta watu ya kuja kusoma.
The president asked the county legislators to consider amending their standing orders to allow county executive committee members to answer questions in the assemblies, as is the case now in the national parliament, to enhance transparency and accountability.
Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi has urged Europe and Africa to work together in harnessing opportunities that will translate into tangible actions for the countries. Mudavadi said that by prioritizing sustainable development, promoting inclusive growth, and fostering collaboration across sectors, both regions can unlock their full potential, paving way for a brighter future. Mudavadi also welcomed Denmark's commitment to sustainable development, saying there are immense opportunities for Denmark and Africa to align their policies and investments with sustainable development goals.
Need on a bigger scale to work with our partners like Denmark so that we can have a re-engineering of that space. And the fourth and maybe final point I would bring out is the need to continue looking at the international financial architecture. Africa is saddled with a lot of debt, and it's choking the ability of governments to be able to deliver goods and services and needed development to their people. So the whole idea is to re-engineer so that access to finance can be broader and also more affordable.
The government has gazetted additional administrative units in Makueni County to bring government services closer to the people. Interior Cabinet Secretary Professor Kithure Kindiki, who graced the inauguration ceremony, issued a stern warning to those vandalizing the railway line in the area, stating that they will be dealt with in accordance to the law. Akida Kasim has more.
The Interior Cabinet Secretary, Professor Kithure Kindiki, has operationalized the newly gazetted administrative units in Makueni County, aiming to bring government services closer to the people of Kiambu Sub-County. The county will have 4 divisions and 48 sub-locations, with an aim to provide a conducive environment for socio-economic development across the county.
Utaleta hapa all heads of department, registrar of persons ama ofisa wa kuandikishana vitambulisho. Naleta hapa in 2 weeks. Naleta vile vile registrar of births and deaths hapa within the next 2 weeks. Sawa sawa. Vile vile nitaleta hapa sub-county director of education na TSC director of education na vile vile OCPD na wale viongozi wote, sipu, komanda na kila mtu ambaye anahitajika kuwa hapa.
Speaking at the inauguration ceremony, Kindiki issued a stern warning to those vandalizing the railway line in the area, saying they will be treated as terrorists and they must face severe consequences. His sentiments were echoed by Makueni Governor Mutula Kilonzo, who called for an end to the vandalism.
Any person found within the vicinity of a protected facility, including the railway, critical water reservoirs, will be dealt with in accordance with the Protected Areas Act. That is the most serious and most punitive law. It is the law that guards State House.
However, Kindiki has insisted that all the police officers who have served in one station for more than 3 years must be transferred. Kindiki says it is mandatory and no single officer will escape the national security policy. Kindiki has also highlighted that the deployment of police officers to Haiti agreement is already signed and they are on the pre-deployment stage.
I'm now in Makueni. I hope County Commissioner Henry Wafula and your team with the CPC here sit down and trace the service periods of every police officer within Makueni County. Let me have the list. I will push the Inspector General and the National Police Service Commission. They must leave those who have stayed for more than 3 years. And there is no way out of that.
Professor Kithure Kindiki says the transfer will help to eliminate conflicts of interest and enhance service delivery in the security sector. Akida Kasim, KUTV.
First Lady Rachel Ruto has lauded efforts made by the spouse of the Deputy President, Pastor Dorcas Rigathi, in the fight against alcoholism, drugs and substance abuse among the youth. This was during the 10th annual Nyeri County Prayer Breakfast held in Nyeri County. According to Pastor Dorcas, the war against illicit brews will save the next generation from the chains of drug abuse.
Children are a symbol of a future, of destiny of a nation. And it is the children that actually will propagate the next dispensation. And if the children are dead, a community will be dead.
Issue of the dealing with these people who are licensing or who are doing the manufacturing of the second and third generation in this region. I mean, we must deal with these issues from the root.
I commend the efforts of Her Excellency, my sister, Pastor Dorcas Rigathi, who has been at the forefront of addressing the challenges facing our young men in combating alcoholism and drug abuse. Your dedication and commitment inspires us to fight for the youth of our nation.
A section of Muslims in the world started their fasts today after claiming the sighting of moon in Saudi Arabia. However, some of the Muslims did not fast, waiting for an official announcement from their chief qadis. According to Chief Qadi of Kenya, Sheikh Abdullahim Hussein, yesterday was the 28th of the month of Shaban of Islamic calendar, thus inviting all Muslims to participate in sighting the moon today, 29th of Shaban. All Muslims are expected to start fasting from tomorrow after Chief Qadi announcing sighting of the moon in Kenya today, marking tomorrow first of the month of Ramadan. We wish our Muslim brothers and sisters a Ramadan Kareem. We take our first break here on KUTV Primetime News. We will be back with more. Don't go far.
Maelfu na maelfu ya wahamiaji wakiwa na watoto kutoka nchi za Amerika ya Kati wanaendelea kuwasili kwenye mpaka kati ya Marekani na Mexico.
But folks, I'm going. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Ni habari kutoka pembe zote duniani.
Pepo pasi vuguvugu. Pepo pa ni idea.
Sazidi ananyonya, hanyonyi vizuri, anakuwa hayuko comfortable.
Jeshi la Jamhuri ya Kidemokrasia ya Kongo linapambana na waasi wa ADF.
Kwa sasa wanatoa wito kwa mashirika, makampuni na vile vituo vya uchukuzi.
Mambo mengi yatakwenda kama yalivyopangwa.
Hapa ni kuna mmoja wa viongozi
ni kaunti maarufu kwa kuzalisha maziwa na ukuzaji wa majani chai. Pia, serikali ya kaunti inawahimiza wakulima kukumbatia mitindo mingine ya kilimo kuzidisha mapato.
Kama kuna kikundi moja inafanya biashara ya kuuza kuku, hao pia tumewafadhili kuwafunza jinsi ya kuhandle zile kuku kwa sababu wanaleta kwa wingi.
Haya yote tunakuletea katika Boresha Kilimo, toleo la kaunti ya Bomet.
Kilimo ni nguzo kubwa kwa ujenzi wa taifa.
From the farm to the consumer, we explore agribusiness opportunities right here with you.
Changamoto lingine ni soko. Soko saa ingine bei inashuka tu drastic, kama saa hii hoho imeshuka chini.
On Money Monday, we explore business stories and engage business professionals as reference points for analyzing investment opportunities.
Last year, the economy grew by 4.8%, which is really an indication of the resilience of the economy.
If we don't grow the economy, then we cannot have economic transformation.
We shall bring you up to speed with everything taking center stage in the business world and the state of the nation. Join me, Ann Odida, every Sunday and Monday for captivating, entertaining, and informative stories at 9 p.m.
Are you an aspiring media practitioner, a graduate, or you just want to advance your skills in television production? Then welcome to Kenyatta University, where education meets innovation. KUTV, the premier university television station in Kenya, is now offering short courses in TV studio, field technical operations, and video editing. Through these courses, you will acquire hands-on skills on camera operations, media production, lighting techniques, audio-visual editing, and sound and visual control, and how to operate key equipment in modern TV control room. Enroll today at KUTV and discover your full potential in cutting-edge TV broadcasting. Graduates of these courses will receive professional certificates. For more information, visit our offices at KUTV Studios or call us on 020-870-4252 or 020-870-4255 or SMS us on 0739-110-544. KUTV, a new experience.
Welcome back. Remember to keep engaging with us on our social media platforms on YouTube at KUTV News Kenya and on X at KUTV_Kenya at Anyango Sylvia KE. Residents of Isiolo County are decrying the spread of an invasive species for encroaching their grazing lands and riverbanks, hence limiting access to water and pasture for their livestock. The species, commonly known as matege, was introduced to manage the dry areas, especially during the long dry seasons. Take a look.
Over the years, the northern frontier of Kenya has been grappling with a lot of catastrophes, including severe drought and heavy floods that have affected the population. This sparked a debate among scientists and policymakers, who later decided to introduce a plant scientifically known as Prosopis juliflora. The plant, commonly known as mathenge, was introduced to manage the dry areas and be a savior to thousands of pastoralists during dry seasons.
Kama community wamekataa, what else are we going to do? Second day, yani objective ni nini? Ikasemekana hii kitu itumilie kama chakol bani. Sababu bana diwa nyanya nizinzia kama local. Unajua kama hata manager unajua hii mambo yao yanahusika na community sana. Akaomba mambo ya mambo ya chakol bani. Ikasemekana sawa itafanyika, lakini moratorium bado tolewa mpaka waziri atoe. Unajua moratorium ilisemekana no movement ama permit ambayo itapeana mpaka minister atolewe.
However, for locals of Isiolo County, it has turned out to be a biggest misfortune due to its effects of environment, livestock and their livelihoods.
Nitawaambia hii mambo ya madenge kwa njia tatu. Njia ya kwanza, madenge iliweza kutuletea madhara katika rangeland yetu. Kivipi? Iliweza kuondoa miti ya asili, mali madenge inamea, nyasi haipatikani.
Sasa kwa mbuzi anamaliza meno, lupunda na ng'ombe ni katika naenda kudansi kienda. Na maji kwa mito umemaliza. Tunafanya kama mito umekosa maji, tunachimba kisima na mkono. Na hiyo maji hata ikienda fiti 10 na 20 hata hawezi patikana maji. Hiyo maji hayo yote yeye ndio memaliza.
Despite that, researchers and other stakeholders feel there is a better way to control the plant than just completely eradicating it, since it has various benefits.
We at VSF Swiss and also working together with the University of Nairobi, we see it differently. We see these plants, because of its aggressive growth, as a real possibility. We believe there are many possibilities. There are very many uses that this plant can be put into. And to name just a few, it can be used as timber. It can be used as wood fuel. It can also be, in fact, I was just thinking, talking to a friend, we thought, can we also think of having a pepper industry here?
The residents now are calling for the development partners to support the initiative of taming it, claiming that the previous effort of managing it was futile due to poor cooperation and lack of resources. The Isiolo County Government Department of Livestock and Agriculture is partnering with VSF SUS and the University of Nairobi in a 3-month research program on this mathenge plant.
Zambia has received the first shipment of a new medicine to prevent HIV infection. The delivery makes Zambia the second country in the world after the United States to offer the injection outside of a research setting. Kathy Short reports from Lusaka, Zambia.
For 2 years, Precious Mbomboli took pills daily to prevent infection with HIV, the virus that causes AIDS. But the 21-year-old is among the first in Zambia to receive a new injectable prevention drug.
for 2 years. Yes.
I changed the new injectable on 25th February because the pill was difficult for me, as I used to forget to take it. Sometimes I was not at home at the time of taking the medication, so the injection makes me feel better and confident.
The new drug is known as cabotegravir, long-acting. Each shot prevents infection for 6 months. Zambia is the first low or middle-income country to offer the drug to the public. Lina Mwango is technical director of the local non-profit CHEP Zambia.
Our target age group for this is adolescent girls and young women who are aged 16 to 24, as well as we're reaching out to their sexual partners.
Local representatives called connectors are helping roll out the program.
The connector is based in the community. We do community mobilization, we do community sensitizations. We go on, screen the girls that are eligible for dreams, those that are eligible get to be enrolled.
The U.S. government has donated nearly 15,000 vials of the drug known as cabotegravir. That's enough to protect 2,000 Zambians against HIV for 1 year, the U.S. Embassy says. But experts say people who get the shot still need to take precautions.
People get the injection and then they think it's a silver bullet, in that then they can go out and sleep around. And really the message here is that that's not why this drug has been brought on board. To realize that this drug does not prevent pregnancies, it doesn't prevent other sexually transmitted infections.
About 1.4 million Zambians are living with HIV, with about 33,000 new infections per year. Experts hope the new drug can help bring those numbers down. Kathy Short, VOA News, Lusaka, Zambia.
We take our second break here on KUTV Primetime News. Sports is on the other side of the break. Keep it KUTV.
Are you an aspiring media practitioner, a graduate, or you just want to advance your skills in television production? Then welcome to Kenyatta University, where education meets innovation. KUTV, the premier university television station in Kenya, is now offering short courses in TV studio, field technical operations, and video editing. Through these courses, you will acquire hands-on skills on camera operations, media production, lighting techniques, audio-visual editing, and sound and visual control, and how to operate key equipment in modern TV control room. Enroll today at KUTV and discover your full potential in cutting-edge TV broadcasting. Graduates of these courses will receive professional certificates. For more information, visit our offices at KUTV Studios or call us on 020-870-4252 or 020-870-4255 or SMS us on 0739-110-544. KUTV, a new experience.
Access to knowledge, solution to
rights and repossessing your property, intellectual or material.
This and more only on Law Matters.
From the farm to the consumer, we explore agribusiness opportunities right here with you.
Changamoto lingine ni soko. Soko saa ingine bei inashuka tu drastic, kama saa hii hoho imeshuka chini.
On Money Monday, we explore business stories and engage business professionals as reference points for analyzing investment opportunities.
Last year, the economy grew by 4.8%. Which is really an indication of the resilience of the economy.
If we don't grow the economy, then we cannot have economic transformation.
We shall bring you up to speed with everything taking center stage in the business world and the state of the nation. Join me, Ann Odida, every Sunday and Monday for captivating, entertaining, and informative stories at 9 p.m.
In sports tonight, the government has been given until June 30th by members of parliament to submit the budget for development of all resources marked for the 2024 African Nation Championships and the 2027 Africa Cup of Nations to the National Assembly. This is according to the report on the budget policy statement for the fiscal year 2024-2025, which has already been approved by the National Assembly. In the report, the Committee on Sports, Art and Culture expressed concerns that despite Kenya's hosting of the two major tournaments alongside Tanzania and Uganda, the Ministry of Sports had failed to present a clear budget for the development of the venues where the events will take place. That is it from us tonight here at KUTV Primetime News. And on behalf of the production team, thank you so much for keeping it KUTV. Our sign language interpreter tonight has been Mutava Mungeli and Anyango Sylvia. Have a good night.